Okay, so I finally heard that you can DTF on wood, you guys, and I had to jump on it and try to make it myself. So today I'm going to be choosing my design out of this book. I have these amazing DTF prints here that you guys can see, and they are on their carrier sheets. If you don't know everything that I'm talking about here, I do have a heat press course that goes over everything that you need to know so that when projects like this appear, you can definitely know what you're doing. So what I'm going to do here is show you guys exactly what I'm going to be pressing onto the wood, and this is something that I saw someone was using this Cricut heat press to be able to press something on the wood. So this is exactly what we're going to be using today is this Cricut machine. I'm going to make sure to link everything down below. Also, make sure that you click on the video so that you can see where I got everything that I'm going to be using here. Let's go ahead and make sure that we have everything to get started. Basically, I came upon this video from Ninja Transfers of someone pressing DTF on a piece of wood, and I was like, wow, this is literally game changer, because if you want to make a quick sign or something like that, then this is definitely a great way to quickly be able to add some designs to a piece of wood. You don't have to hand paint anything. I think that this is just going to save you so much time. So right now, as you guys can see, I have two pieces of wood, but I'm just going to be pressing on one of them, making sure that I choose the one that is flat. It would be easier for your surface to be well sanded. These are pieces of wood that I've worked with before, and I sanded them down already, so they are nice and flat, and I'm just choosing the best side to go ahead to start working on my project. Next, what you guys are going to see me doing is turning on the heat press machine. Make sure that you turn this on and have everything ready to go. It's already set to go to 315 degrees for 15 seconds, and that is going to be perfect for our DTF. So I've seen people do around 310, 315. So around that, it shouldn't be too bad. But the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to cut my design, and I'm actually going to restructure it. I want to make sure that everything is nicely laid out. So let's go ahead and prep that all together, and then I will talk to you guys in a little bit. Okay, so now this is a part of the project where you have your design laid out exactly how you want it. Next, I'm going to be holding everything in place to make sure that they don't move. I'm going to be using some heat tape. Now, heat tape is a special type of tape that can withstand a high temperature. So this is why I'm going to be using it on this piece of wood, making sure that nothing moves as I am working and pressing the design onto the wood. Okay, so carefully, I just cut out some little strips, and I'm just going to add them to the surface, as you guys can see here. And because I haven't done this before, I was a little afraid that the heat tape would melt on the wood, but it was perfectly fine. It withstood everything, and it was super sturdy. So I'm excited to have found this little hack to make sure that nothing moves on the piece of wood. So this is sort of similar to working with fabric, except there are a little bit more different details that you want to go about doing things a little differently, just to make sure that things work out really well. Now our heat press has reached the desired temperature, and we're going to make sure to go ahead and press it. Now, as you guys can see, I was sitting down, so I didn't apply as much pressure. I tried to apply a little bit of pressure to the middle design, and once the timer went off, then I lifted it. But you do want to do a cold peel with this, and you want to apply a lot of pressure. So the amount of pressure that I was applying here was definitely not enough for that middle piece. And you guys will see exactly what I'm talking about here, because I am going to have to apply more pressure to it so that it can actually adhere to the wood, okay? So what I'm thinking is going on here is that the wood has tiny little fibers that is catching onto the DTF, and that's what allows it to adhere to it. Here I did do a little bit of a mistake. I kept the heat press on there for too long. I wasn't paying attention, and the sap in the wood actually started coming through a little bit because I did apply too much heat to that area. So don't be like me and apply too much heat. You definitely want to make sure that you're pressing it for the required amount of time. All I did was I took a little rag and I took it off, and you guys can see that rag had a little bit of the wood sap on it, but it was perfectly fine. Here, I'm just going to, like I said, repress that design and apply a lot more pressure on there so that it can actually stick on to the surface. Okay, so as you guys can see, successfully we were able to peel off one of the DTF designs, and then I'm gonna go ahead and attempt this one, and you guys are gonna see that it was actually lifting a little bit, and I had to just apply some more pressure and some more heat and then do a cold peel, and everything was perfectly fine. Okay, so keep on watching that and you guys will see what the final product looks like. I'm really excited about what we can do here with DTF. There's so many different options that you can do. I can't wait to do a lot more projects with this. I'm thinking around Christmas time, there's so many different designs that you can go ahead and attempt. There's so many different styles of wood that you can do with something like this. You know, you could try different wood stains or anything like that to give just such a beautiful style. And I really, really love this. I mean, you guys, it absolutely looks stunning. We're actually already done with the look. And you guys can see how everything turned out. I really love this sign, and because it is around that fall time that is coming, I think cozy season is just such a beautiful way to embrace that warmth. Okay, so I thought that this was super, super cute. I think you can put that in a coffee area. Keep on watching to see the final product.